Hi, today we talked about building lawn features with stone and brick. This is known as hardscaping, hardscape materials. I'm just going to talk to you real briefly about how to plan and build a simple patio space. The most important first step is definitely planning your project out. It's very frustrating to get halfway through something and realize that there was a step or a material that you didn't encounter or didn't consider. So I recommend first drawing out your area, write it down on paper, and write yourself a budget. Figure out how much of the different types of materials you're going to need and what size project you want to get yourself into. After you plan and prepare all your materials, the next step is to lay out your patio area. And I recommend doing this simply by using stakes with pieces of string to mark the edges of a perimeter. This will help you not only define the square footage of your area, but you can lay a level across that string and you can measure the different layers of your foundation as you build up and ensure that you have a level patio space. It's good to prepare for drainage issues when you prepare spaces like this. A simple 2% slope, which is about a 1/4 inch every foot of space of patio, will keep water from settling on the seating area and it'll drain off. So you lay out your area with your strings and twine, and you're going to excavate to a certain depth. Consider that you're going to put probably 3 to 4 inches of crushed concrete and maybe 2 inches of paver sand underneath whatever your finished surface is. So when you dig to that depth. When you complete each layer, starting with the dirt, you're going to pack that in and water it in lightly with a little bit of water, and that'll allow each layer to settle and keep it from having any voids or loose areas that might bulge or dip over time and make your patio unlevel. So you dig your dirt and pack it, you lay down crushed concrete. This is a nice mix because it has the heavy aggregate material for structure and it also has the fine sand for drainage. That's going to keep water from standing underneath your patio and again causing your bricks or whatever on top to bulge and dip. On top of that, you're going to do just a thin layer of sand, a couple inches. Consider that what the sand does, it's a little bit softer and more malleable, and when you get your final layer of bricks on top, you can have thicker pieces that you set a little more deeply into the sand, and the thinner pieces you can set more lightly on top. After you have your sand and you start laying your brick or stone or whatever it is that you would like, you can use a rubber mallet or simply just a hammer with a 2x4. And like I said, slightly pack these in so they're embedded in the sand. That'll give you a little bit of structure and hold it in place. And also, like I said, help you level your finished surface. Once you get everything laid out, you're going to sweep paver sand for nice fine grid patterns like this. For larger loose materials like flagstone, you might just use something simpler like pea gravel. You lay it on top of your surface, sweep it into the cracks, and again you're going to take that rubber mallet and tap each piece lightly, and that'll help the sand settle in. You continue to do this until paver sand has completely filled all the cracks, and then again water it in lightly. Paver sand is made, it actually somewhat sets or hardens. So after you water it in, stay off of it for at least 24 hours to let it set. There's a variety of projects that you can do for your homes, including walkways, fountains, and all other kind of stuff. But you're always going to start with the same basic foundation. Consider your drainage needs, consider the space that you want to cover, and just plan accordingly. For heavier foundations like heavier stuff like concrete, you probably want a thicker foundation to ensure that good drainage so that the concrete doesn't buckle and crack over time. Check out some books from the library, read up on your subject, plan accordingly, and have fun. If you like, you can stop by All Seasons. We have flyers prepared that walk you step by step through this process and some of the different types of projects that you might encounter and might want to consider. Thank you.